Hey everyone, it's me, Steph from YourFertileSelf.com, and I'm checking in with you on sort of this first full day of kind of self-quarantine in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. And just wanted to check in and hope that you're all doing okay, you're staying safe, you're staying healthy, you're continuing to wash your hands, practice good hygiene, and wanted to just share a little bit about, kind of what I think are two essential tools to have in your toolbox right now to help you get through this time. I alluded to this in a video that I put up last week. So if you haven't seen that one, go back and watch that one. And then you can come back and I'm going to give a little more detail here about two of the tools that I mentioned last week. So again, if you haven't seen that one yet, go back and watch that one and come back. If you've already seen that one, keep watching. So, these are uncertain times that we're living in right now. This is all uncharted waters for most of us in our society. I think the last time we had, sort of a big pandemic outbreak was in 1918. We had the Spanish flu. And I don't think very many of us were alive back then. Certainly none of the sort of people who are making the key decisions that are really affecting how managing this outbreak is going to progress. So this is all uncharted waters. It's alien, foreign territory for us. We're all kind of feeling our way. And for those of us who, as we are living through it, how we're getting through this time is, something that we haven't had to navigate before. So I said last week that I felt, and I still feel, that our health is the most important tool that we have to help us get through this time. And anything that we can be doing to protect ourselves, protect our physical health, our mental, spiritual, and emotional health, protect our immune system, protect our well-being, anything that we can do to help protect those aspects of ourselves are going to help us in weathering this storm and managing during this time. So that includes, eating well, moving our bodies. Of course, when I put up that video, we weren't under the, quarantine yet. And I feel like the world has changed so much in just a very short period of time. I mean, doesn't the world seem like a very different place than it did just, a week ago or 2 weeks ago? But the importance of our physical well-being and caring for ourselves, down to what kind of cream we put on our face, it cannot be overstated. Having said all of that, I think that there are two primary tools that can emerge right now as the most important things that we have in our toolbox. And thankfully, these two tools are tools that we already have, and then we already use on a regular basis. So we're already like way ahead of the game, which is very reassuring, right? So the first of those tools is sleep. We're all being told to stay home. We're being told to stay home. We're being told to hunker down, not to go out as much, not to go out unless it's absolutely essential. Basically, we're going to be resting more. Just by virtue of being home. So, metaphorically speaking, this outbreak could be, society's way of kind of having us all slow down a little bit. And in reality, we are all going to be slowing down quite a bit. So this is a great time to really focus on making sure that you're getting adequate rest. We're all a little bit on edge. You might be feeling anxious, anxiety, fear, sadness, just a whole host of emotions. And even if we're staying at home and not running around and rushing around as much as we usually are, feeling those emotions, the fear, the anxiety, the uncertainty, the not knowing, the wondering what's going to happen, the waiting for what's going to happen, all of those emotions use up a lot of energy in our bodies, and they can be very tiring and make us feel very drained and very exhausted. So this is a time to really focus on getting the rest that you need. Make sure you're getting to bed at a decent hour every night. Make sure that you're getting adequate rest. If you need a rest during the day, if you need to lay down for half an hour, do it. We all have the time right now. Do that. Don't deny yourself of the rest that you need. I actually read somewhere that, again, along the lines of sleep, that when we get up, when we wake up in the morning, to get up right away. And that's a hard one for me because lots of times on the weekend, I'll wake up and I'll languish in bed for like an hour or so, before I actually kind of get up and get going. But that's actually really kind of counter to what we should be doing from a rest perspective. When we wake up in the morning, that's our body's way of telling us that we're ready to get up and be in the day, so to speak. So when you first wake up, get up, do that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get out of bed. It will do wonders for helping you feel rested, kind of lifting that kind of sleep fog, from your head, and really to help you kind of be at good energy levels through the day. So get to bed at a decent hour. Make sure you're getting adequate rest and enough rest. Get up right as soon as you wake up, and take rest breaks as you need during the day. And that will do wonders for just helping your emotional well-being, your outlook, your hormone production. So many of our hormones are produced while we sleep and are reliant upon a consistent sleep and rest schedule for optimal hormone production. So, I always tell my fertility clients that sleep is key towards the fertility journey, and also just really for any health and well-being journey. So focus on sleep. The second thing that I would recommend that you focus on at this time is another tool that we use every day without even thinking about it, and that is our breath. Our breath, we breathe every day without even thinking about it. Our breath sustains us. Our breath keeps us alive. But on a deeper level, using our breath and working with our breath will help us manage anxiety. If we're feeling stressed, if we're feeling anxious, if we're feeling that fight or flight fear, our breath is an amazing tool to help us manage those emotions and help us to feel calmer. So I've been practicing yoga since 1998. For 22 years, and breath is a cornerstone to a yoga practice, and I would argue for any kind of well-being sort of practice. And I have a great breathing exercise that you can do anytime that you're feeling a little anxious, and it's just basically a simple 4-count breath exercise. So you can breathe in 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Very basic, very simple, but if you do it consistently, whenever you're feeling stressed or anxious, you can come back to that 4-point breathing exercise and do, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 5 rounds, whatever you feel as though you need. And it just does wonders for helping you feel more calm. It lowers your heart rate, which often goes up when we're feeling, kind of anxious. So it helps to curb that anxiety. So again, just a simple 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. It sounds so simple, but it has an amazing calming effect. So that's something I would encourage you to try during those times that you're feeling anxious or stressed. So again, I would just focus on sleep and breathing right now. I said in my last video, back to basics is what I'm going to be employing during this time of this kind of health outbreak that we're going through globally. Back to basics in terms of self-care and health and well-being. And sleep and breathing are like two of the most basic human functions that there are. So I'd encourage you to start with those. I'm going to be talking more about, sort of food and nutrition and what we can be eating during this time and other ways that we can care for ourselves. So I hope you're having a great day so far. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. I hope you're washing your hands. And I'm sending you all so much love. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you sometime soon. Bye-bye.